You know, that's quite a story. And when that was first written many years ago, it was pretty true. Tubas didn't get to play melodies very often. In fact, Marty and I were talking about this on Friday. It used to be a kid would come in to try out for a band and he'd not do too well in the cornet, didn't do too well in the clarinet, he couldn't play that flute. And so the band director said, "Oh, play the tuba, that's easy." And therefore we had a generation that all you thought tubas could do, boom, 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 boom. And finally, it came out of the dark ages. And from the time that I went to college to major in music, as a tuba major, it was beginning to change. And about 10 years after I got out of school, we had performers like this all around the country in the service bands that proved that a tuba could play more than boom, 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 boom. But I often thought, though, and you might wonder about this, if we were going to play the Stars and Stripes Forever, you know, the famous piccolo solo in there, what happens if the piccolo player is sick? And the thing is, his mother was a fine musician, and she told him, "You can play anything on that instrument that you can on any other instrument." And that really was the goal that he went with. And boy, about 5 years ago, I was at the Midwest Band Clinic in Chicago, and Marty was working for a band instrument company at the Tuba. He's got a tuba there, and he says, "Ron, you gotta buy this." He picked up the horn and he just wailed for like about 5 minutes. He said, "You gotta buy one of these." I said, "Marty, if you could guarantee me I would sound like what I just heard, then I'd buy it." There's no way. You got someone with this? Anyone?
Oh, sure. Want to hear something pretty or jazzy or? Okay, we just came through St. Patrick's Day not too long ago, so how about something kind of pretty?
You can also help the clarinets if they want to play the clarinet polka. We're going to do a number for you now that features the whole tuba section, and it's called Tiptoe Through the Tubas. Not the tulips, the tubas.
This piece came from the Ranger, Jerry Brubaker, who was in the Navy band with me. And he and I actually had the first Navy band brass quintet. He was a French horn player that studied at Eastman. I'm thinking here's Eastman and Lawrence Conservatory, and we're playing Tiptoe Through the Tubas. But he was playing in the Grand Military Band in Washington, D.C., directed by Laura Schissel. And it's all retired military band players, the top players in Washington. And they were playing another piece of his, and he had to walk out and take a bow, and all these tubas like this were laying on the floor, and one of the tuba players said, "Careful, you have to tiptoe through the tubas." And he went, boing. So the tune is when you expect Tiptoe Through the Tulips, but it's done in different styles. We have kind of the regular tune, then it goes into a bossa nova, yes, tuba players playing jazz, pretty scary. And then it goes into kind of like a Sousa March style. So This is Tiptoe to the Tubas.